What's up? It's Chris from StonefoxMedia, and I hope everyone's having a blessed day. Now, I have to jump straight into this news because it caught my attention and made me want to regurge. I know, it's not pretty, but it makes you want to do it. So it looks like Nintendo Switch RAM was increased to 4 gigabytes on Capcom's insistence. Now, I know what you're thinking. Nintendo Switch's RAM is already pretty putrid. It's pretty bad, but it was already supposed to be worse than that. So we all know that Nintendo Switch has 4 gigabytes of RAM, which is less than a cell phone, but Nintendo originally wanted it to be less RAM in there. They initially wanted it to be more memory constrained, and the RAM was only increased at Capcom's request. Now, in a report from Game Industry, they observed that Nintendo Switch's development phase, Nintendo sent out the hardware to multiple developers for feedback, and a lot of developers noticed that the memory was limiting, including Capcom, who say they wouldn't be able to make RE engine work on the system with the memory capacity, and the final memory capacity that Nintendo went with ended up being 4 gigabytes, which is exactly what Capcom requested. I know what you're thinking. Nintendo would never do this. They would never put a small amount of RAM inside of a device. They would not do that. Nintendo makes high-end gaming machines. The best, the highest in industry standards. There's no way they would ever allow this to happen. They would not do that. And you know why? Oh, you know why. But yes, that's what everyone was going to get. They were going to get like some future number like 2 gigabytes of RAM. But Capcom of all people said, we can't even make anything for this thing at this much RAM. And they're like, oh, I guess we should increase it to like, I don't know, a bare minimum amount. You do realize like these other systems have like 8 and stuff. I don't really know what they're thinking. This is brand new. And cell phones beat the RAM that's in this thing, but they want it to be worse. I just figured everyone should know that Nintendo's intentions whenever they come to making a new console is, we don't really care. I don't know what they're doing inside of their R&D department. I really don't know. I don't know. Now, moving on from that, and this is actually quite disturbing news, it does look like a lot of people are talking about Microsoft these days. It looks like Xbox One may not be irrelevant, but currently it surely is receding away from gamer conversation. Now, what they're trying to say with this title is basically that Microsoft doesn't have much going for them right now. No one's really talking about them. Everyone's talking about the Switch, or they're talking about brand new games from Sony, or they're talking about something going on there. Microsoft is not really part of the conversation, and I know what you're going to think. He's just going to attack Microsoft. That's not fair. That's not fair. He's a fanboy. No, I'm not. There's not much to talk about when it comes to Microsoft, other than Scorpio. That's basically it. And they aren't really talking about that. So when it comes with the last couple of months, everyone's been buzzing about the whole entire Nintendo Switch. And if not, people have been talking about the other games that have been coming out, the AAA games, i.e. Legend of Zelda, or you got Tales of Berseria, Kingdom Hearts 2.8 HD, Yakuza 0, Neo, Horizon Zero Dawn, Nier Automata. And these games are not really Microsoft games. I mean, they announced that Nier isn't even coming to Xbox right now. So it pretty much took them out of the conversation space. They have 0 AAA first-party games right now, and everyone knows it. It's not pretty. Other than ones they got is the third-party games. And everybody has those, and if they do have them, Sony spent their Sony dollars to be able to get all the exclusive rights and to get all the stuff and the content early. So, you got Nintendo, you got PlayStation, and then you got Microsoft sitting back there in the distance. And they're like, everyone's like, Microsoft, hello? Hello? Wait. Hello? Are you there? Do you have any games for us? Yes, they have Halo Wars 2 or whatever, but that was not a big game. It was not like, oh, they sold 2 million copies of it in 2 days or something. It's like way out there. No one's even talking about it. So Microsoft has a decision to make. Now, they can continue to do whatever this is right now. I mean, or they can, like, I don't know, like come out with games and make people talk about Microsoft again. Now, we don't know what's going to happen with Scorpio. Microsoft may have some secret plans to have a bunch of AAA games hidden in the background. Phil said they don't have any AAA games laying in the background, but they might have one. He said it. No, seriously. Look at one of my other videos. He did. Phil said that we don't have any first-party games coming out anytime soon, and there's no hidden games in the background. So This is not looking great for Microsoft right now. They really need to step it up with the Scorpio thing. They need to bust out something because they can't just say, buy the Xbox Scorpio. It's the most powerful gaming machine that has no games. It's not going to work. Well, that's all the news I got for you guys right now. Like, subscribe, follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook so you know as soon as my news becomes available. Thank you guys for watching. God bless, and I'll holla at y'all later.